ready to go. Look at that hair, man. Right, no expense spared at Rocket Rants. I bought a new stand, but it looks like I've got a bong eye because I'm looking directly at the middle of it, and it's quite difficult not to do that. So yeah, I'm not like Ricky with a birth defect where he has actually got a bong eye. My eyes are just pointing in the wrong direction. I should be looking there, but I find it really difficult, so I'm going to have to go here. Right, okay, so the first thing is my name's Sonny. I'm sure a lot of yous know yous, but I'll just pretend that yous don't and then work backwards from there. So my passions, I love football. So I'll start off with fantasy football. I absolutely love fantasy football. I'm obsessed with it. I must spend hours per week watching fantasy football. I'm nearly bottom of the league, so yeah, not the start that I wanted. But yeah, I've had a really bad couple of weeks. I've ended up using my wild card as well and putting in Cunyu, got injured and things like that. But I won't bore you too much on that. I love walking and amputee football. I'm using walking football to help me improve my fitness for amputee football. And we've got a tournament in November. I'm going to Romania, so yeah, it's a really big part of it. And then the last thing, again, it's about football, is I support Man United. Now, I support them because my dad did. Cheers for that, Dad. So yeah, I now support a mid-table team thanks to my dad. And I actually have a question on that coming later, so sneak peek there. So my story is I lost a leg at 19 in a car crash. And I've tried to tell some of my stories through these videos. It's all about the leg. But also there's a sequel. But a bit of a twist for you. It started a year before. Now, if you can see the scar there, I had a brain injury when I was 18. So yeah, I'm going to be sharing that with the videos over the next few weeks. I think you can joke about anything, and I think I can take it, and I think I can give it. So I'll give you an example. So the first one is Jason Simkis put that, am I autistic, on one of my posts, and I replied back saying, is your face autistic, because it's the most disabled thing I've ever come across. And then I'm in a walking football group, and someone put that the left leg, they had a vascular disease, so because of the issue with the left shin, they couldn't attend training. And I turned around and I says, it must be nice having a left shin. So I think I can give it, and I think I can take it. So feel free to throw anything you want at me on my post. No offence will be taken. And we'll go from there. So why? I want to get my story out there, and I want to tell my story. I think I've got a unique way of doing this. I think I'm funny, I've got a positive outlook, and I can put a bit of comedy spin on everyday life. And it's, you know, I really do enjoy life, and I really want you to understand what I'm thinking and get that story out. If I'm going to analogize it, I would say I'm like a barber who's renting out a chair. I could go down many avenues doing this. What I will say is, though, I would say this is the hardest you can possibly do. I'm talking to myself with no interaction, and then people are giving us feedback. Look, if I'm in for a penny, I'm in for a pound. If I was interacting with someone, this would be taken off tomorrow. No doubt about that. So my strategy, I had 3 strategies to this, and I came up with it, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to live and die by the strategy. If it works, the strategy. If it doesn't work, it's also the strategy. I was going to do a 1-minute video per day, where I just talk about my life in general. And I've talked about my leg, I've talked about my car, I've talked about my family, I've talked about you name it, and I've talked about, but I've just been consistent in 1 minute per day, just to monitor what reaction I'm getting, what engagement I'm getting, what comments I'm getting. The second one is I'm being put an inspirational video 1 per day. So yesterday I put the Rocky montage where Ivan Drago's got the top of the range facilities, and he's in this old shed, and they're doing the same training. It's absolutely inspirational. It didn't even get a like. So yeah, I'm dealing with a very tough crowd. So yeah, keep that coming, no likes. And then the last one was this 10-minute live session. And now this is the one that's made us nervous, put myself out there. I think I'm funny. I think my stories are good. But that doesn't necessarily mean me talking for 10 minutes is going to interest anyone. So if you are watching, I really appreciate it. And I'm going to react to some of the questions that I've been asked. I'm going to review over the next week what's working and not working as well. What I want to do is get like a structure, so we know what's coming. So you know what's on a Monday, you know what's on a Tuesday, you know there's a 10-minute live coming, and just get a little bit more structure. And then we can just have a laugh in that period of time. So on a Monday, you might go, oh, he's talking about this subject. On Thursday, and he's doing a live session. Reviewing it already, 7:30 is too late, mind. You look, didn't fall asleep before coming onto this. I've learned quite a few things as well. So what I thought is I've made the material very raw. So what I mean by that is I record the video, good, bad or indifferent, and I just post it out there. Naive. very naive. But what I've learned is, first of all, is I cannot spell. So I've called it Rockets Rants, but what I've realised upon reflection is I've misspelt and put Rocket Rants on TikTok. Now, once you create a name, you can't change it for 30 days. So I'm stuck now with the wrong name on one of my platforms, and it will get corrected when we hit the 30 days. So yeah, the first thing I learned is I can't spell. Secondly is I'm learning how to edit videos, so I know how to change the background, I know how to add text into it, I know how to add several videos together, I know how to cut it and clip it. But as I say, I've been very naive. I just post it out there. You like it or you don't like it, but it is me and I'm authentic. So that's exactly what you're going to get. Just to read the platforms I'm on, you've got TikTok, X, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Now, I am aware, and I've had feedback that on Instagram and these stories, it's too short. So you're getting a clip and you might get 30, 40 seconds where I'm recording about 1 minute to 1:15 every day. So what you need to do is follow all my platforms. There's confidence and arrogance again, and I don't want to come across as arrogant, but I've got 11 subscribers on YouTube, so bit of a big cheese. I think that's about a 6,000% increase over two and a half weeks. So imagine what my head's going to be like when I get 20 subscribers. But no, I'm getting really good views on my videos. I'm getting between 600 and 800, give or take, on the videos, which is brilliant when I haven't even got that many people on them platforms. So it goes to show people are looking and people are watching. But I really just need people to engage. Let us know what you think. If you want us to comment back, if you want to abuse us, and I'll just come back to you and try and abuse you, or cry myself to sleep. One of the two will happen. So what I want to do now is look at the audience questions. Now, I might have to look at where for this because obviously I can't remember exactly what I got asked and I've not given it much thought. So this is authentic, off the cuff. Let's see what I come up with. So the first one is Jimmy Johnson. Now, his question is, what do I think of dogs wearing condoms? Jimmy, I think you need help. I'll tell you what I'm going to have to do. There's a mental health website, and I'm going to put it, it's called Mind. I'm going to put the link in the comments, right? And what I want you to do is inbox us. Let us know when you've accepted the help that you need, and then let me know when you've got the help that you need, because there's seriously something wrong with you. I'm trying to run a podcast, not a podcast, I'm trying to do a 10-minute live video, slipped up a little bit there, it's live. I'm trying to do this video, and you ask a question like that. Cheers for that, Jimmy. All questions welcome. No, you don't get any judgment from me. The next one was Darren. He put about Eshaw crime. Now, I could be misreading this, but I think this is aimed at me. My car got smashed up several months ago, so my 2 side windows and my front window get up. So if it is about that, Darren, thanks for making me relive that experience. That's really, really good for me. I was like the FBI on the camera, checking it all the time, day and night, because it didn't record it. In the end, I've had to delete the camera because I just took over my life. Bit of education, it cost us 160 quid on my excess. What was the frustrating part was, it was in for a service and MOT because it had a few faults with it, and they smashed my windows, so you can't really drive it when your windows are smashed up. So no one's come forward. Any witnesses, message me, and I'll probably do nothing about it. But yeah, it's got my car smashed up. Cheers for reminding us about that, Darren. Some really good, keep them coming. Keep them coming. The next one is Daryl. He's asked me to tell the story about Shildon New Year's Eve. I can't tell that, Daryl. I'll get cancelled. And it's not appropriate for the kids anyway. So I think, I will not be telling that story, mind. Ever. Moving on. Thanks for that, Daryl. Another good question. Tough material, this, mind. Next one, Steve Marley. Now, this is something I like talking about. Steve Marley's an educated man. Not saying the rest aren't, but reading between the lines. Steve Marley's asked about Man United. So he's made a Grimsby joke. Educated man. Most of you wouldn't have got it. I did. He's asked about Man United. What do I think? And what do I think about the money they waste? Now, I think football's absolutely gone. I think you're offering people contracts that are too big. There's too much money going in. Every player Man United signs are 60 million plus. And it's just a misfit team. I mean, thoughts on Amaron, I think he needs 3 windows. And that's 3 summer windows. I think he needs at least 4 players a window just to get the team that he wants. And then he can be judged for 3 years. That might be mad, but I think he could be the wrong bloke. But the other people have been the wrong blokes. So where do we go? Just keep giving it to the next person and misjudge them. We'll be in exactly the same boat. So he needs 3 years. It's a no-brainer. Now, last but not least, one of my friends, Ricky Brown, he must be #1 subscriber. So let's see what he's asked. He wants me to tell a story about clubbing in the 2000s. So this was Two-Legged Sonny. And me and him were happy-go-lucky, you know, we were trying to be everyone's friend, male or female. Not gay, by the way. And basically, there's a story that's just coming to mind there. And what it is we basically went out. We didn't really get in many fights, as I say, we were happy-go-lucky. And these two lads, and this one lad was just trying to intimidate us. Pretty obviously, he was trying to intimidate us. And what he didn't know is we had two mates with us. Now, the two mates are bigger, older, and wiser than us. Not him. He might have been wise. Can't judge him. I've only met him once and he's trying to intimidate us. Hard man. So what happens is he realises we're with them and he turns from being bit intimidating to being our best friends. And to be honest, when you have a few drinks, you think, nah, maybe I've took him wrong. You know what I mean? So anyway, we're walking up North Road. Our two mates go off and literally the car turns up with them two lads and another two lads. So he comes from behind and he tries to hit us, right? So I duck out the way, like Rocky Balboa out that montage. Slit the jab. No, so anyway, he ends up doing that. He ends up taking his top off. So I end up calling him fat man, fatty. You look at you, you're struggling to breathe. Fatty bum bum, you want a cream cake. All these mature responses that come to my mind and I think I'm hilarious. And what happens is his mate grabs him from behind, so he holds his two arms back. Now I think, oh, I'm getting a free shot here. So I run over and punch him and I end up on the floor. I don't know how that happened. So I'm ended up holding my head in my hands. I'm kicking as hard as I can. And what happens is he literally is trying to stamp on us. So I'm trying. Ricky then comes over and he leans over to try and pick me up. And he gets kicked in the head. So we were used to be fast back then, two legs, obviously. So what we've done, we've ran in North Road, there's like a train tracks. So what we've done is there's fencing, like school fencing, the really high metal one where you could cut yourself. No fear for us. We jump over and we're like Forrest Gump, run, Forrest, run. Obviously they've got a car, so we're thinking they're at every entry of the cut. They probably just went home while we're still running. But yeah, that was a story in Darlington, and it's just everything we do there seems to be a story or a tale around it. So that's me. You've actually had 12 minutes, so I've dragged that one out. So yeah, I just, if you can comment, like, subscribe, look at my other channels, see what I'm doing. If you like what I'm doing, make a comment. Rippers, do what you want. Just let us know what you're thinking, because, you know, there's a lot of people who are watching this who don't give us the feedback, and it'd be nice to have, good, bad, or indifferent. If it's bad, don't bother. But yeah, the other two I'll take on board. So yeah, that's me for this evening. I've enjoyed myself for 13 minutes. 3 minutes free on me there. So yeah, this week's done. And where do we go from here? Who knows? If you have commented or you've got any questions, I will reply back. It'll either be in a video or I'll just reply back to the comment. Take care. Thank you.